Well, it has changed, and it is bigger, and it is now a Hurricane Harvey. And it could become the first to hit Texas in nearly a decade. The National Weather Service says winds have increased to 80 miles per hour. Texans, especially those along the Gulf coastline, are not taking the storm lightly.
Water and food and batteries and flashlights.
Stuff that doesn't need to be refrigerated too much, and just in case the power goes out and whatnot. It was a long line waiting for it, and I definitely recommend that people should probably go get the water before they actually do run out.
I'm going to wait out till the crowd to die down and then maybe come in later and try to see if I can find some water.
Chief Meteorologist Rick Reichmuth has been tracking the storm and joins us now, and this is really about respect. Respect that rain amount because it is fierce on that map.
Yeah, you know, yesterday we knew this was going to be a big rain event, Harris, and now we also know it's going to be a big hurricane event. And so there's two things really to watch. One is it's a very strong storm already and strengthening, and the forecast of this is now getting much stronger. So now Friday, tomorrow night, forecast right now saying 125-mile-an-hour storm. If it gets to 130, that's a Cat 4 hurricane. We haven't seen anything like that along this coast for at least 47 years, this part of Texas. A lot more people live in the area now who haven't experienced anything like that, and that storm then caused a ton of damage. So one thing is incredibly strong winds, the storm surge, but the storm gets stuck across this area, and that's where we're going to see a lot of rain. I'll show you that in a second. One thing to note, we're now at a hurricane, but the water here is really, really warm. And Harris, one thing you don't want is water that is warm really deep. That gives it a lot of energy with deep warm waters.
Yeah.
Hurricanes will pull up water from the lower levels of the ocean, and if there's cooler water, it pulls up that cooler water pretty quickly. If the water's warm all the way down, that is what really allows the storm to strengthen, and that's what we think we're going to see.
Real quickly, I see how far that goes inland as you let the maps kind of play out. People are going to have to travel some distance. They've got, what, about 36 hours to get out of the way of this
We're going to have a landfall in probably about 36 hours. Here's why this is so important. The track comes somewhere around along the coast, but then you'll see all of this here. Storm gets stuck. It doesn't have anywhere to go. It gets blocked in that area, so we're probably talking about heavy rainfall falling in this area from tomorrow afternoon through Tuesday to Wednesday. So we're going to see some spots well over 2 feet of rain with this, and not just a localized spot. We're going to see a very wide area. Take a look at this model. This goes all the way into Wednesday, and we still have the storm hanging out here. Rainfall totals of this are going to be extreme, but not just in one spot. We're going to see a wide area from Houston up through the hill country, back down south of Corpus Christi, maybe up to 2 feet of rain, and that's a lot of places with that rain. It can't go anywhere, and so yeah, you evacuate here and go a little bit inland, but you're going to have potentially big inland flooding with this as well.
Well, and you're going to have to stay gone a while. We learned that with Sandy, so you really have to be prepared to be away from what you know.
Exactly.
Rick will come back as the news warrants.
You bet.
Thank you very much.